So good morning, students. After a long break, we will start our series again, the daily MCQs, and let's start the class straight away. Okay, so we are answering June 19th, 2026 current affairs quiz purely based on logic. Okay, so let's move on to the first question now. And there are two statements, and we have to analyze whether one and two are correct, and two explains one, whether one and two are correct, and two does not explain one, and statement one is correct, two is incorrect, one is incorrect, two is correct. We have to analyze with this level, and let's go through the statements now. The National Statistical Commission act as an autonomous regulatory and advisory body designed to insulate core national data collection from external or political influence. Let's see. We are not sure about the first statement, but let's see the second one. The Chief Statistician of India, who serves as a Secretary of Government of India within the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, functions as a ex officio chairperson of the commission. To be honest, I'm not sure about this question totally. We have to leave this question. We should not hang around this question and waste time. So let's move on to the second question. And there are two statements again, and which of the information supports the above statements? Okay, so let's read the options first. In the option, we have first statement three times, repeating three times, second statement repeating two times, and third statement again repeating three times. So 1 and 3 can be the answer, but let's look at the statements now. A standard El Nino is defined broadly by sea surface temperature anomalies, whereas a super El Nino requires a massive temperature departure exceeding 2 degrees Celsius in a specific reference patch for an equatorial Pacific Ocean. Okay, of the equatorial Pacific Ocean. This can be right because broadly sea surface temperature anomalies can lead to El Nino, and super El Nino means something extra or something a higher degree than the normal El Nino. This represents a higher degree, so this can be right. And the primary meteorological trigger for a super El Nino is sudden, intense strengthening of easterly trade winds, which forces warm water to compress against Asian coastline. This you should keep in mind, whether it is compressing warm water against the Asian coastline or towards it. It is against, right? El Nino means it will be against. So, which of them supports these two statements? The long-term climate change acts as an incubator by increasing baseline ocean heat, making modern events cross extreme thresholds. This supports. Yes, this is right. It repeats three times, and this is also right. The weakening of reversal of equatorial trade winds causes massive pools of warm surface water to accumulate and drift eastward towards South America. Eastward, it will never go to South America if it is drifting eastward. It has to drift westward if it has to go to South America. Okay, so this is wrong. Second statement can be wrong. And the third one, the phenomenon generates a higher total volume of tropical cyclones uniformly distributed across all global ocean basins. See, this is an extreme state. See, the phenomenon generates a higher total volume of tropical cyclones uniformly distributed across all global ocean basin. See, what about Arctic basin and all? So, no, this is an extreme statement. So 3 is wrong. So since 3 is wrong, we have the correct answer as 1 and 2. We took 2 as wrong, but this must be right since 3 is wrong. This is how we arrived at an answer. The second one. Okay. So we can be 90% sure that this is a correct answer. So let's move on to the third question now. Consider the following statements regarding reciprocal exchange of logistic agreement. See, when you see these kind of unfamiliar questions in UPSC. Don't get panic. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your preparation and all. Don't question yourself. Don't remember the promises given to the parents and everybody. Just sit there with your presence of mind. Analyze these keywords like reciprocal exchange of logistics agreement. Try to understand its meaning. See, logistics agreement means transfer of goods from one state to another state or from one country to another. That is logistic. That must be the logistic agreement. So reciprocal exchange means if you are exporting mangoes, then importing some other goods from that country, then there should be a reciprocal exchange of logistics agreement, something like that. You should just roughly assume such ideas in your mind, and then read the statement. They're asking for the correct answers, and if you can't just if you can't answer it, just leave it and skip to the next question. Let's read the statement now. So it is a bilateral logistics support agreement operationalized between the Republic of India and Russian Federation. So this we are not familiar. We are not sure about whether it is Russia or India or any other country. So let's read the second statement. It serves as an offensive military alliance that mandates joint combat operation against third-party partners. So logistics agreement, yes, it can come under military also. It serves as an offensive military alliance. So can an offensive military alliance uh, gain gain a agreement like this, gain a valid agreement like this, if it is offensive? Cannot be. So it should be a bilateral support agreement. It should be a bilateral support agreement. It should be a support agreement, not offensive. This is the key word here. This is offensive. This is support. But the problem with this statement is we are not sure whether it is between Republic of India and Russian Federation. So we are in doubt whether either A should be the answer here or D should be the answer here. Since there is a confusion between A and D, the most probable answer here will be A, since it is a supportive agreement. Offensive agreement will not find its place in news, will not find a legality here like this. Okay. It will not be globally recognized or supported. So that's why we are marking A as the answer. We are 50% sure that this is a correct answer, only 50%. So the fourth question, consider the following statements regarding the transboundary journey of Ganges Patma system. Just imagine where Ganges flows, where Patma flows. Okay. So this is Ganges means it is transboundary. Patma, I think it is in solely it is flowing in Bangladesh. Okay. The river channel officially takes the name Patma after crossing the international boundary from India to Bangladesh. This is right. From the knowledge part, this is right. We know it from the maps. The Patma River flows through low-lying deltaic plains before ultimately emptying into Arabian Sea. Okay, see, Ganges. Ganges never drain into Arabian Sea. Majority of the Indian rivers drains to the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so this is wrong. Second statement is okay. It flows through low-lying deltaic plains before ultimately emptying to Bay of Bengal. So this question is purely based on our knowledge, and we are 100% sure that A is the correct answer for this question. Okay. And the fifth one. Consider the following statements regarding the border gateway protocol hijacking. Okay. Another unfamiliar question. You should not panic. Just read the statements. Read the option. One only, two only, both one and two, neither one or two. So let's read the statements now. It is a routing event that occurs when a network operator falsely advertises IP address space that it does not own, confusing the internet's global directory. This can be right. Gateway protocol hijacking. So this matches this idea. That is, it is routing event that occurs when a network operator falsely advertises IP address. So The network operator is falsely advertising the IP address space, which it does not own, and confusing the internet global directory. So this protocol will come into place to correct that event. So this can be seen as an act of hijacking, and yeah, this can be right. And the core infrastructure of the internet prevents this event entirely. See, this is a extreme statement, but let's read. Because networks require universal cryptographic validation before accepting any BGP routing paths. So the core infrastructure of the internet prevents entirely. I don't think so. And again, accepting any. That is also an extreme statement. So we are taking two as wrong and one as right, and we are 50% sure that this question may go right. Okay. So this is a 50% chance. This is 100% fourth question, and the third question is 50%. And the second question, we don't have any knowledge about that, and we are about 90% sure that this is right. And let's move on to the unattended question. The first question, consider the following statements regarding the National Statistics Commission. Okay, so the National Statistics Commission acts as an autonomous regulatory and advisory body designed to insulate core national data collection from external or political influence. Maybe I'm not. I haven't read National Statistics Commission before, so statistics should not come under any political or any other external influence. So this can be right. Regulatory advisory body, autonomous maybe autonomous due to prevent the political influence. It should be autonomous. So this looks like a justifiable statement. So let's move on to the second one. The Chief Statistician of India, who serves as a secretary to the Government of India within the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, functions as ex officio chairperson to the commission. This is also not sure. Chief Statistician of India, I am hearing it for the first time. So the ministry is given under the Ministry of functions as an ex officio chairperson. Maybe he might be. So both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Here B must be the answer because this cannot justify the statement 1. In my idea, this statement 2 cannot justify it. It is an autonomous regulatory body to insulate core national data collection, but how can Chief Statistician of India, who is the secretary to the Government of India under Ministry of Statistics, act as an independent and powerful chairman against the government? So both are correct, but 2 should not be the explanation of 1. That is my idea. This is only 25% chance. But let's see. Let's finish the quiz for today. We are attending only 5 questions per day. So let's see how many of them are correct. Okay. So we are finishing the quiz, and 40. That is 4 out of 5 questions are correct. That's a one. That's according to the situation. That's a wonderful one. And so this is the thing. Statement 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect. 2 itself is incorrect. So we went wrong there. So this is a part-time chairperson. All right. Not the chief statistician. So that's the idea there. So we went wrong there, and every other thing went right. See, this thing, our analysis was wrong. Our analysis was wrong because we took statement 2 as wrong. But this came to rescue. The statement 3 came to rescue. See, 3 we are very sure due to the across all global ocean basin. That's why that's an extreme statement. So 3 must be wrong. That's why we eliminated all the other option and arrived at C as the answer. So that's also a logic part. And reciprocal exchange of logistics, we went right there. It's a support agreement. We are not sure about whether it is between India or Russia, but it went right. An offensive military alliance will not find any place or legality, it will not get any legality or acceptance in the global platform. So that's why we took the second one as wrong. And the fourth question, it is completely based on our knowledge. So there is no place for logic here. And you can use one logic here because about 75 to 80% of our rivers drain to Bay of Bengal. They flow towards east and arrive at Bay of Bengal. And okay, and border gateway platform, the protocol. This also we arrived our answer from logic, because this one, when an operator purposefully creates a false network or something like that, that comes under hijacking. So this protocol will come into picture there. And the second one, entirely, and the any accepting any BGP, these are all extreme one. That's why we took it as wrong. So this is how we arrived at the answer, and this is how you have to do your MCQs based on logic. Okay, so students, you can always score high if you score at least 2 questions out of 5 where you don't know any of the 5 questions, you are successful. But usually you will, anyway you will make it 3, you will make 3 out of 5 correct. But if you use extreme logic, you can make 4 out of 5 correct in most cases. So keep going, keep using these logics, don't get panic, and keep following me every day. We are uploading every day MCQs only using logic. Subscribe and support. Thank you. See you tomorrow.